Good morning students, this is Rahul sir and you are most welcome in my class. Today we are going to study about the sign convention of different sign functions, sine, cos, tan functions. Okay, so in which quadrant the function can be 0 or in this class we are going to study about the in which quadrant the function will be negative or positive. Okay, so let's check this out. Here this is we know that this is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. Okay, so the basic concept behind this is in first quadrant all functions are positive. All sine, cos, tan, cos x, sec, cot, all are positive. Okay. In second quadrant, sine and cosec positive and rest negative. Okay. In third quadrant, tan and cot, these should be positive and rest will be negative. Similarly, in the fourth quadrant, what is the condition here? Cos and sec positive and rest are negative. Okay, so these are the basic conditions, and we will use these things in next our class. Now let's understand what is the domain and range for any particular function like sine function. What is will be the domain and range? First we have to understand what is the domain and what is the range for any particular function. So let us write here fx equal to sine x. Okay, if we write here fx equal to sine x, that means this fx depends on this x and also x sine of this x. Okay, so this x, the value of x will become the domain. The value of x will become the domain, and the value of sine function, whole sine function. That means when you put the value of x, let x equal to 0 degree. Okay, so this x equal to 0 when you put, then this becomes your domain. Okay, and then f0 will be sine 0 value of sine 0, and sine 0 value of sine 0 is 0. So this becomes your range. Okay, so what the value you put, that becomes your domain, and what value you find at the end of the solving the function, you get the range. So for sine function, for 0 degree to 90 degree, for 0 degree to 90 degree, that means for first quadrant the range will be 0 to 1. Here range will be 0 to 1. Again in second quadrant, again 1 to 0, because before it will be at the 90 degree it will be 0 to 1, and after that when you come to this point you will get 0. Similarly this will goes on continuously. For cos 0 to 90, that means first quadrant, the value of cos x will be 1 to 0, and again 0 to 1, 1 to 0. Okay, 1 to 0, 0 to -1, -1 to 0, and 0 to +1. Okay, like this will be the range of this. Similarly, rest functions can be found. Now let's come to the exercise 3.2. Here few functions are given, the values are given, and we have three formulas. Those are sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1, 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x, and 1 plus cot square x is equal to cosec square x. These three formulas we have. From these three formulas we can find out the rest of the functions which are needed. Now few things are given here, like cos x is equal to minus 1 by 2. X lies in the third quadrant. Please understand here, if the first question is given cos x is equal to 1 by 2, okay, cos x is equal to 1 by 2. So the first thing you must understand that the main value of cos x is 1 by 2, and this minus sign will represent the quadrant, okay, and the quadrant also is given, the third quadrant in our question. So for being at third quadrant, first of all you must understand here cos x is equal to 1 by 2, when at which point cos value becomes 1 by 2, cos 60 degree. Please understand, cos x equal to half, that is cos 60 degree. At cos 60 degree the cos x will be 1 by 2, okay. So and it is said that it is in third quadrant, so you must add 180 degree. Please listen. So this is 90 degree, that is pi by 2 plus pi by 2, and this will be third quadrant. So you can write this cos x, cos 60 into cos 60. What can we write 62 in pi form? Pi by 3. Okay, so you can write 60 pi by 3. So this will become cos pi by 3. Okay, now because you are in third quadrant, that means you have the value cos x is equal to minus half. So you are in third quadrant, so you have to add pi also. So cos pi plus pi by 3, that is cos 4 pi by 3. Okay, now you have found the this, okay, you have found the value of like this. Okay, now if this is the case, you can use this formula, first formula, to find out the value of sin x. How can we do this? Sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Okay, now sin square x plus, what is the value of cos x? Cos x value is minus half, so we put minus half, the whole square equal to 1. So sin square x plus 1 upon 4 is equal to 1. So sin square x is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4 sin square x. Sin x will be, if we take the square root of both sides, what do we get? Root 3 by 2. Okay, what do we get? Root 3 by 2. Okay. Now please look at this. Because sin x, we have taken the square root of 3.4. So the sin x, whenever we take the square root of any function, the value becomes either plus or minus. That means plus minus root 3. Sin x will be equal to plus minus root 3 by 2. So at this time, please understand, at this time the sin x maybe plus root 3 by 2 or minus root 3 by 2. But in this case, what is given? The x is in third quadrant. X is in third quadrant. If x is in third quadrant here, if x is in third quadrant, we know that in third quadrant only tan and cot are positive. Rest of all other functions values are negative. Hence, this positive sign cannot be possible for third quadrant. So sin x will be equal to minus root 3 by not plus root 3 by. Okay, our value will be minus root 3 by. Similarly, we now found out the value of x, sin x, that is minus root 3 by 2. So from here we can find tan x equal to, we know that sin x upon cos x. Okay, so the value of sin x is minus root 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. So 2 cancel out, minus minus cancel out. Tan x will be equal to root 3. Okay, tan x will be root 3. From tan x we can also find out sec x. Okay, let's check the value of sec x. Sec square x equal to 1 plus tan square x. So 1 plus, what is the value of tan x? That is root 3. Then square of this, so 1 plus 3 sec square x. So sec x is equal to root 4, and root 4 that means plus minus 4. So sec x is equal to plus minus 2. Okay, for now we know that the value of sec x will be either plus 2 or minus 2. But please pay attention here again. We know that in the third quadrant only tan and cot can be positive. Here we also see here that the value of tan x is plus root 3. Okay, so we know that in third quadrant only tan and cot can be positive and rest of the function will be negative. So sec x will be only minus 2, not plus 2. Sec x will not be equal to plus 2 for because x is in third quadrant. Similarly, we can also find out cot x and cos x. So likewise we can find out the solve these questions. So we must solve this exercise 3.2.